Hi guys, this is Cheryl with Architect Destiny, and thanks so much for tuning in to another video. I know I'm a little bit late with this, but I am going to just do a real quick flip through of my January pages and just let you see how, my month and my weeks turned out in my Hobonichi cousin. And I have it out of the cover today. I'm just kind of rolling with it like this. It's really just fun and cute and it just feels good in my hands, and sometimes I just kind of, pull it out and carry it like this. So that's how we're rolling today. But I'm just going to jump in and do a quick flip of January. And let's make sure I'm totally in frame. Okay. So yeah, this is kind of, I don't usually talk through my flip through, so this is a little different, but I'm going to give it a go and just kind of share with you how everything is set up. If you've seen my Plan With Me videos, you probably have a pretty good idea of how I do things, but I pretty much set up my months exactly the same from month to month. I'm kind of a creature of habit. I will typically have in my sidebar a master task list for the month, and these are just things that, during the month I want to make sure that I get as many of these things done as possible. January didn't appear to be very successful as far as knocking a lot of things out. Quite a few things got transferred to February, but I'm hoping that February will end up with me really being able to check off a lot of things. January is just kind of a different month, but that is the purpose of the sidebar. It's just to house my monthly master task list. And as I plan my weeks, I refer back to here and to here as far as building out my week for day and time specific activities and to-dos for the week. So this is kind of where it all starts. This is where I do all of my pre-planning, is on the monthlies as far as timed activities. And then most times I'll have a sticky note here with things that I might want to get done during the month. And another place where I might jot down notes about tasks that I want to do is on my Calendex spread. I may put some notes down here at the bottom of things that I might want to do in a given month. And so these, when I'm planning my month, I'll always check back here for these items and migrate them to the monthly spread. As I mentioned in my monthlies, typically I don't do a whole lot of deco because I have a lot of color with my transparent dots, and then a few functional icon stickers. I'll denote holidays. I will denote day and time specific events, activities, meetings, appointments, things like that. On this particular spread, the color of the dots don't mean anything. I just like to use the transparent dots. It just kind of brings my eye to what's going on that day, and it adds some color to my spread since I don't use sticker kits or anything like that. I just like to have that color. If there's anything that gets canceled or rescheduled, typically I will take the red pen. I use a Unijet Stream multi-pen, so I will take the red pen and I will scratch it out and write whether it's rescheduled or, in this case, canceled underneath. I don't just white it out or anything. I want to know that it was there, and I want to know what happened to it when I refer back to this. So that's how I handle things that change in my planner. And I will also mark in my monthly bills that need to be paid. I will mark down our 2 credit cards because typically I will go in a couple of days before they're due and I will pay them via online banking, and I'll just pay it off, whatever the balance is. So I mark a couple of days before they're due so that I'll know to go in and make the payments. And then I have another one here that's about to be paid off, thank goodness, that I put in the mail. I don't know why I never set it up for to pay online, but I didn't. That one will be paid off in May, but I put it in the mail. It's due on the 4th of the month. So the last week of the month before it's due, I make sure I get it already and put it in the mail so that it gets there before the 4th. So I have my day and time specific activities. I have my bills that I need to attend to. I also note birthdays and anniversaries on my monthly spread. And again, those are migrated from here. This is where I mark birthdays, anniversaries, doctor and dentist appointments, and then any tasks that need to be captured that I will want to migrate to my monthlies when I'm planning. So that's how this goes. Even though this is my personal planner, I do write some work things on it just so that I'll be mindful of what my days are going to look like. My work calendar is totally kept on my computer. I use Outlook for work. And then I have like a bullet journal kind of notebook that I just do, running to-do lists and things that I do on a monthly or quarterly basis that I have to track. That's pretty much what that is. But all of my appointments and scheduled things are in Outlook on my computer for work. But if I have a leadership call in the afternoon every other Friday, I mark it down. Or if I have an enterprise business solutions call every other Thursday or every other Thursday, I put it here because I work from home and my planner is always on my desk. So I like to, when I'm glancing at my planner, I like to see what's going on so that I can kind of get a feel for, how my day is going to go. On my computer, I have to flip to Outlook and then flip to the calendar to see what's going on, but I always have my planner open. So I do like to have some work things on here, like the days that I'm in the office in the afternoon, I have those marked and different things like that. So there are a few work things on here, but not every work thing, just certain things. So I hope that makes sense. If my husband's traveling or I'm traveling or one of my kids is traveling, I mark that on here as well, just so I can kind of, have a big overview of what everybody is doing. So that's kind of how I lay out my months. And we will flip over to my weeklies and I'll show you those. So this is the first week of the month, the end of December, and the first few days of January. If you've been following me for a while, watching my videos or following me on Instagram, you know that I did switch my setup up a little bit coming into 2021. I used to have these categorized to-dos along the bottom, and then I used this space for a weekly master task list. And as I was kind of thinking about what my planner system would look like for 2021, I thought I would just try something different. I wanted to allow myself more room to break things down during the day and then put these categorized items over here on the left. And rather than having a master task list that I kept referring back to all week, I decided to schedule certain things out during the week and just kind of put, what I have in my mind when I'm planning on Sunday evening or Monday morning. What do I have in my mind as far as when I'm going to do something? And I put it on that day. If it doesn't happen on that day, that's fine, because I always have my planner in front of me and I can say, if it's Wednesday and I didn't do something from Tuesday, I look back and I see that's not, marked off, then, I kind of recalculate and recalibrate and say, when am I going to do it this week? So not having a master task list here has not hindered me at all. I think it's kind of made me a little bit more intentional about trying at least to go with the plan that I lay out and do the things on the day that I schedule to do them. It doesn't always happen, but I really try. The other thing that's different is I was using a weekly habit tracker last year, and I did start out with that this first week and decided to go with the monthly tracker again. So just for this week, I do have a weekly habit tracker sticker here, but you won't see those anymore going forward because I do have a monthly tracker in my tracking section. The other thing that I'm doing a little bit differently is I am color coding my to-dos based on my goals. And I'm not sure I want to flip back to my goals because I don't have some personal things covered up, but I will show you my color code. I keep it in the back of my little page marker. There's a clear pocket here, Target dollar spot pocket. I keep it in there. And so this is my color code, and you've seen this if you've seen my goal videos and some of my planning videos from this year. I just started using this. And so these colored dots, and I don't have my Zig clean color dots in here with me right now. But that's what I use to do my color coding. And so at a glance, I can kind of see throughout the week what kind of time I am allocating to each of my goal areas. And it just kind of gives me a sense of, am I spending enough time on this or that? If there's some deficit that I see that I'm really, there's an area that I'm kind of neglecting a little bit, I see a trend, then, when I'm evaluating my goals, I can make adjustments. So, yeah. So that's the first week of January. I really like how this turned out. It's very clean and simple. It's mostly, my zebra mile liners and pen, and then my Zig clean color dots and a few stickers here and there. So I really like how that turned out. I think this one's kind of pretty too. I love the kind of nude color scheme that's going on here. And again, I won't talk through every single detail. I pretty much do my spreads about the same every week. This one's a little bit different because I was on vacation this week, so I don't have my work hours blocked out or anything like that. I just have a list of to-dos. But this is what a typical week looks like. This is mostly what you will see in my planner. Little washi at the bottom. I will have, sometimes I do the weather at the top. I don't always, but most weeks I'll do the weather. I use a little stencil that I bought on Amazon to do my weather. It's just kind of fun to track that. Then I'll have a section for work, and what I mark in my work section is my work hours, and then if any meetings that I have for work that are work related, or meetings that happen during the work day. If I have to go to the dentist during the work day or to the doctor, or like here I had a car repair appointment. That's not work, but it happened during the work day, and so this is my work section. So I will denote any work things here. And then I have, of course, my categorized lists over here, and then my general to-dos for each day and my color coding. Then down at the bottom, you'll see that I have 4 dots down at the bottom that I made with my Zig clean color markers. And this is my hydration tracker. Each of these, I think starting out, each of these meant 20 ounces of water. I was trying to drink 80 ounces of water a day. I've kind of scaled that back to 64 because I'm using this now, and this is a 64-ounce jug of water. And I say if I drink at least that, I will feel successful. But the beginning of January, I was using like a 20-ounce cup, and I would put 4 dots on each day and kind of mark off every time I drank one of those cups of water. So you see these color dots at the bottom, that's my hydration tracker. And everything else is pretty much the same. So this is the second full week of January, and I just thought this was fun and cute. These day covers that I have up here are actually a washi tape that I purchased on Amazon. And if you haven't checked out my Amazon store, check it out, because these things these planner supplies and stationery supplies that I buy from Amazon, they're all listed in my shop. So if you want to just kind of go browse and see some of the things that I use in my planner, just feel free to go check that out. I do have a link to my Amazon store on my YouTube page, profile page. But yeah, this is just cute. These are zebra mild liners, and then the washi tape days of the week at the top. I did not track the weather this week. I just kind of made giant bubble numbers and just kind of have a roughly rainbow kind of a theme going on here with my work hours, my appointments, my to-dos, and my hydration tracker at the bottom. And that's it. And I might have misspoken over here. Let's see. Okay, I don't have appointments broken out in this one. I'm sorry, I thought something looked different. Starting here, I actually broke out my appointments into a separate category. So that's what you will see. I was kind of like experimenting with some different things at the beginning of the year. And so I kind of settled on this because I felt like it just was really clean. Everything was perfectly clear. My work hours, all appointments, any and all appointments, whether they're work or after work or non-work related that happen during the work day, all appointments go in this area. If I have extra space in this area, I might put a sticker or something like that, but this is allocated to timed appointments. And then again, I have my to-dos here. Not using a whole lot of stickers these days, and that's fine. If I take a notion to use some stickers, then I do. I don't hold fast to any particular rules about how I plan. I just kind of do what I'm feeling at the time that I'm setting up my planner and go with it. And admittedly, some days, you know, I finish setting up my week and I don't like it at all. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to look at this all week. And in other weeks, I'm like, oh, that's so cute. And I just love when I open my planner and see my spread and all my plans. And this was one of those weeks. I really, you know, opening my planner every day was just like, oh, it just was like a breath of fresh air. So that is this week. Excuse me, the second full week of January. This is the third week of January. Kind of have my lavender vibe going on here with a little hint of black and white washi. And yeah, just the same setup. Up at the top, I did not track the weather again, but at the top here, I put any special things that were going on the day. Like this was Martin Luther King Jr. Day. This day, my husband was coming home from an out-of-town trip. This was Inauguration Day. This was my sister-in-law's birthday. And then my son Cameron was going out of town with some friends this weekend. So I used the space up here to put some washi underneath my day covers and to mark, you know, special things that were going on this week. And I think I did that because there were so many special things. I wanted to have a place for them at the top and not have them get lost, you know, all down here. So yeah, everything else is the same. I categorize items, work hours, appointments, and daily to-dos. And just a few quote stickers down here at the bottom. And I think these might have come from a Happy Planner book or maybe a book that I got from Tuesday Morning. I can't remember now. They're pretty old, but I try to use them when I can and when they match the scheme. And then this is the last week. Looks kind of like Halloween, but it's the last week of January. I was just feeling orange and black and I just went with it and I liked it. I think it's cute. Same setup. I am tracking the weather this week. I just kind of felt like doing that, so I set it up that way. And everything else is pretty much set up the same. I've got my hydration tracker at the bottom, a few stickers here and there. Yeah, and that's my pages for January. So yeah, I hope you kind of enjoyed that little flip through and talk through, just to kind of let you inside my head about, you know, how I set up my weeks and all that. Yeah, if you've not subscribed to my channel and you're a functional planner or you just enjoy watching functional planning videos, I got plenty of those for you. Feel free to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that when I upload new videos, you won't miss out on anything. Also, as I mentioned, be sure and check out my Amazon store. It's titled Architect Destiny. All of my social media is Architect Destiny. My Amazon store is Architect Destiny Planning and Productivity Solutions. Just check that out. And yeah, follow me over on Instagram if you're not doing that yet. And again, thank you for your support, your encouragement. I love getting your comments. Feel free to leave comments and questions down below, and I always get back to you. I try to check my comments a couple times a week at least, and I do try to answer every single one of you, so thank you for reaching out to me. I appreciate that. And again, hope you enjoyed the video, and you guys take care, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.